Hello everyone, Shandip here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 5 MS Word related features you may not be using. These features are extremely useful and will help you to enrich your experience while you will be using MS Word. So let's talk about the first feature I'm going to cover here. Feature number 1 is Read View in MS Word. Let me open any of the document, maybe this one I have opened. And if you want to read this particular document, normally what we normally open any of the document and start reading in the view where we used to type and edit the document. However, there is an important feature available within MS Word using which you can read your documents properly and you will be able to enjoy the reading. So let me show you how you can do that. So the view I'm talking about, that is read mode, and how to invoke that. If you follow my mouse in the right bottom part of the page, currently we are in this print layout. So if you click on this read mode, this particular view will open. So let me click on that and let's see how it happens. So this is the view you will be getting. Now there are several different options we have here which can help you to enrich your reading experience. Now let's see what are those. Now in this particular view, you can scroll through the different pages by clicking on this particular arrow in the right side, and in the left side also another arrow is there. You can also navigate using your keyboard. So that also you can do by using left and right arrow. You will be able to scroll through different pages. Now let me show you what are the other features available. So think about a scenario, you are reading this document in the night time and you wanted to avoid this bluish white light, and there are certain features available. So let me just go to this view menu, and there are certain options are there. Now if you go to this page color and then go to inverse, so now this entire view will get changed. Let me show you what will happen. Now you can see this entire page became black and all text are showing in the white. It may be very useful whenever in the night time you are reading something. Now another option is there that will be also helpful. If you go to page color and select sepia, it will be also easy for your eyes. So this is one part where you can change this different color of the page and how you are going to read it. Now let me show you few other features also. If you go to that view again and go to this column width and select this narrow. Now you can see in this particular page we have two pages where one column is there and another column is there in the second page. If I click on this narrow, you will be getting a 3-column view, which is similar to a brochure kind of a look. So if you want this particular view, you can switch also. If you go back to the view again and go to column width and select this wide, then you will be able to see one single page with a single column view. So whatever suits your liking, you can change it accordingly and you can read further. So let me go back to this earlier view, which is the default one. And here you can see this again, this 2 pages view is there. Now let me show you another thing. Another feature is there is focus. If you wanted to focus on this particular document and you wanted to remove everything else, then again, if you go to this right bottom part of the page, this particular icon is there, focus. What it will do, it will take you to the full screen mode. Let me click on that. You can see now this entire document in the full screen mode. Nothing else is there except those text in this particular document. This particular option is also accessible from the menu. If I go back to the view, and there you can see in the second option, that is focus. If you click on that again it will come back to the normal, and if you click on again, then it will go back to the full screen mode. So focus also will help you to read it properly without any other distraction from any other windows or applications. So hopefully this particular read mode will enrich your reading experience whenever you will be using MS Word. There are few other options also available. You can check and play with it. Let me also show you another important feature within this particular option. If I scroll down and if I just come to this end, you can see one picture is there. If I now enable this read mode, and then you can see this particular picture came as a smaller one. However, there is an important feature available here. If you double click on this particular picture, another view will open, and there you can see one magnifier icon is there. If you click on that, you will be able to see that particular picture in full screen mode. These options are normally not available in the editing mode whenever we use this print layout view, and there you cannot do this kind of thing. So these are the few important features available within read mode which should enrich your reading experience. Let me talk about the second feature which also can be very helpful, and that is read side by side. Sometimes there may be a requirement that you need to compare two of the documents, or maybe you already have one document and you are trying to improve on that particular document using some of the editing. In those kind of situations, side by side view will be helpful and you will be able to compare two documents in single go. So let me show you how. So for this thing, you need to have two documents open. You can see that I have two documents open here. Both are same document, however, there is a difference in the version. So let me show you how you can compare it side by side. Now to use this particular feature, you need to go to view. If you follow my mouse, you need to click on view menu and there you will get one option, view side by side. Click on that. One new view will open. You can see this is the same document with a different version and both are opened in a single screen. Now if I scroll down, both are scrolling simultaneously and it's a synchronized scrolling that can be enabled or disabled from the view menu only. But this particular option will be very helpful whenever you are reviewing any of the document or you are comparing with the earlier version or you wanted to enrich one version from another. So this particular view will be very helpful. For an example, you can see there are some difference between two lines. Here there are is written and here there is written. So whenever you will be in a situation where you need to compare two documents side by side, this particular option can be very useful. So now the next feature I wanted to talk about, this can be also very useful based on the need. Sometimes there may be a requirement that you have a document which is in maybe portrait mode. Like this particular document, this entire document is in portrait mode and all the pages available which are in portrait mode. Now what if you have a requirement to retain your entire document in portrait mode and you wanted to add one single page which will be in landscape mode, which may contain some of the bigger table or any picture or any map, whatever the requirement is. But the main requirement is you need some of the pages in landscape where your entire document is in portrait. Now let me show you how you can do that and what I am talking about. Now if I go to this layout tab, there you can see orientation is there and this particular drop down is there. If I select on this landscape, my entire document will become landscape, and if I click on portrait, again my entire document will be in portrait. So let me go back to the portrait mode again. If you follow my mouse here in the left top part of the page, let me click on portrait again. So my document will be back to portrait. Now let me show you how you can do that. So for an example, maybe you wanted to add one single page which will be in landscape and you wanted to move this particular paragraph there. So first of all, let me separate out this particular text with a different color. If I click on this red, first of all, what you need to do, you need to go to the beginning of this particular line where I clicked it now and my cursor is in before this I. Now what you need to do, you need to go to this menu bar. Let me expand this menu bar for now. Yeah, now this is expanded. Here you need to locate to layout and there you will be able to find this particular option, that is breaks. If you click on this little drop down, you will be getting multiple options. So what we need to do here, we need to click on this particular option, section breaks, and we'll select this next page. So what it will do, it will move the text to the next page. Let me click on that. So now you can see the text available in this particular line and further now went to the next page. Now the next step is what I need to do. I need to move this other text also in a separate page. And I have clicked on the beginning of this particular line. Again before this I, if you follow my mouse here. And again I need to go to this breaks. And again I need to click on this next page. So what it will do, it will create another section there. Now you can see on this particular page number 4, I have only this red text available. Now if I go back to this layout menu and go to this orientation and click on this particular little drop down and select landscape, only this page will become landscape. And if I scroll up, you will be able to see other pages are in portrait. So let me just zoom out a bit so that you can see that what I'm talking about. You can see all pages are in portrait and only one particular page is in landscape. So this is the way you can do it. If you want to use this particular feature, hopefully this will also help you to enrich your experience. Let me talk about the next feature you may not be also using. That is to protect your document from editing. Maybe you are in a situation where you have written a document which is having maybe 20 or 30 odd pages and you are sharing it with others for their review. But what you wanted to ensure that whenever they will revert back with the document, they should not be changing anything here and there which you may not be able to identify later. So the best option is to protect your document from editing, and you can allow them some of the access where they can add additional comment or feedback while they will be reviewing the document and they will be returning. So this particular feature can be very helpful if you wanted to protect your document from any kind of editing. So let me show you how you can do that. If you follow my mouse, what we need to do, we need to go to this file menu. If you click on there, you'll be getting one particular option, that is info. If you click on info, it will open this particular page. There you need to click on this little drop down under protect document and you'll be getting one option, restrict editing. If you click there, there will be some of the options which will come. If you are following my mouse in the right side of this particular page, you can select different settings here. So let me just expand it so that you will be able to see it better. Now here there are certain settings. Limit formatting to a selection of styles. Click on that and you will be able to see that what are the things you can limit. You will be getting an option where you will be able to limit their editing options. Let me click on cancel here. If you go to the second point, editing restrictions. So what are the things are allowed or not allowed? So if you read here, allow only this type of editing in the document. So if I click on that, it will give you a drop down where you will be getting multiple options, like only maybe if you select comments, they will be able to only comment on your document and they will not be able to do anything else there. Similarly, if you have created a form and you want the participants only to fill out that form and not to change the structure of the form, the second point you can check. So once this particular option is selected, they will be only able to fill up the form, nothing else they will be able to change. So let me go back to the earlier on the comment. Here you will get another option that you'll be able to select the users from maybe your organization that who will have permission to edit, but others will not be able to. You can also use this particular feature in other way. If you follow my mouse, there is another option here that is restrict permission. If you click on that, you will be able to give permission that who other people will be able to read or whoever will have permission to change. Maybe think of a situation you have a confidential document and you want only few of the people to read and some of the people to only to change. So that you can control from this particular option. Now let me click on cancel and let me show you another final option, that is how to set a password of your file. Whenever anyone will try to edit, that password prompt will come. If you click here in this particular button under this start enforcement, it will give you a pop-up to set a password. You can select a password here. You can just type it and re-enter. And if you click OK, then this particular document will be password protected and no one will be able to edit this file further who will not have this particular password. So this particular feature can be very helpful whenever you are in a situation that you wanted to share some of the documents with others which you wanted to protect from editing. Hopefully you will be able to use this particular feature in real life. Coming to the next feature, and which will be an useful one. In this particular document, I have a table and there certain details are there. These are the students of a specific class and they have their name, class, section and roll number. Now what if you need to add another additional column here in the left part of this particular table and you wanted to number it? And how can you achieve that with couple of mouse clicks only? So let me first add one column here. If I click anywhere on the table and right click and then go to insert and insert columns to the left, what it will do, it will add one new column in the left. And let me just size it accordingly. And if I type here number, and now if I type 1 here, and you can see there is no such option like Excel so that I can drag this particular cell further and these numbers will be automatically populated. Here in Word, maybe majority of us only add these values manually where you need to type one by one. So let me show you how you can do it automatically. So first of all, let me delete this existing number. Then if I select this entire range and if you follow my mouse, if I go to this numbering and there is a drop down, there are different other options are there. If I select this first one, 1, 2, 3, you can see these numbers have been populated automatically. Now for some of you, if you don't find this particular option and you are only getting these options, that maybe one dot or after one there is a bracket, all those options, you can go to this option, define new number format, and there you will be able to select your style like this one. Whatever the format you want, you can use it and that will be populated in the column you added newly. Hopefully this particular feature also will be helpful and it will enrich your experience while you will be using MS Word. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you also wanted to watch similar content in future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in one of my next video. Bye bye.